Okay, continuing with past continuous tense. So whatever formula that you use in present continuous, so the grammatical pattern, you just convert it into past tense. While I was reading in the library, my friends were playing cricket and my brother was working in the lab. So all these are past events: library, cricket, and lab. So when they are focusing on all the three past events. While one past event is happening, what was happening with the other two past events was continuing past tense. Okay, that is past continuous tense. That is, while I was reading, my friends were playing and my brother was working in the library. So this is what we call it as past continuous tense. These are unconnected actions to refer to simultaneous actions of the past or parallel actions, nothing to do with one another. Whereas here, I was working or I was teaching when I received a call. So there are two past events. One is received a call and other is working. So out of the two past events, which one was continuing? It means for that you use past continuous tense. Then past perfect. So what is the pattern that you follow? Use had. In the present perfect, use has or have plus main verb plus ed form. Here you use has, you just use had. I had lived in Delhi for 10 years. Means what? Action that began and ended in the past. Had denotes closure. Lived is equal to experience. So when you say I had lived in Delhi, it denotes that now you don't stay. You can even just say I lived in Delhi for 10 years. That conveys a different meaning. So it just says I lived in Delhi for 10 years means earlier you lived in Delhi, but not in not in present and future. When you say I had lived in Delhi, you're just talking about the past and you don't have any intentions of going and settling there in future. The train had left by the time I reached the station. So this is very much important. Here we are talking about two past events. One is left. The train had left, then I reached. So when do you use had? So you use had with the verb that ends first. That is the rule. Okay, because you can even say the train left by the time I had reached the station. So even that sounds to be correct, but it is not grammatically correct. So you have to use had with the verb that ends first. Here the train left first and then you reached. Okay, therefore you have to use had with the verb that ends first. Two actions to report and both are in the past. Sequential action. When two actions of the past are reported, the first or earlier action is reported using past perfect and second or later is reported using the simple past tense. So past perfect, this is when you use had with the past tense, it is called as past perfect. Then past perfect continuous tense, same. If you are thorough with the present one, you can easily identify you can easily convert it into past and future. Has or have plus been plus main verb plus ing is in present perfect continuous. Here it is had plus been plus main verb plus ing. I had been living in Delhi from 1993 till I was transferred to Goa in 2007. So here the focus is on some action that started in the past and continued in the past and ended in the past itself. See, they are talking about 1993 and 2007. Okay. So action that began in the past, which action? The person started living in Delhi, began in 1993 and continued till it was interrupted by the second event option. It continued till 2007. So when you want to denote some continuity in the past events, use past perfect continuous tense. Then simple future tense, use will or shall. Shall, I told you, preferably use shall with first person only. I will leave for Delhi after 10 years. So here he is talking about the future event. Meeting is about to begin. Unfurl the umbrella. It is going to rain. Here the focus is on immediate future. Action coincides with words. Tomorrow means 24 hours. Tonight means near future. I will help you. It denotes intention. I will pass the exam. It denotes certainty. So this we discussed in modal verbs itself. When to use will, shall and all. Then future continuous, same. In present you use am, is, are plus main verb plus ing. Whereas in future continuous, it's will or shall plus main verb plus ing. I'll be working in the lab tomorrow afternoon. Action that is expected to be in progress at a point of time in future. So if any of your friends calls and asks you, what will you be doing? Are you free tomorrow? Then your answer will be, Yes, your answer will be no. I will be working in the library or the laboratory tomorrow. Then will or shall plus have plus main verb plus ed. MV means ed. Future perfect. I will have finished my course by 2020. So if you can make it as 2022, since you all are first year students. So if somebody asks you, what are your plans at on 2022, you say, I will have finished my course by 2022. So to be completed at the point of time in future. Then future perfect continuous tense, will or shall plus been plus main verb plus ing. I will have been teaching for 35 years by May 2020. Or you can even say, I would have completed my education by 2022. So I'll make it 2022 for you people to understand, and for future date. We are using it for a future reference. Past, present, and future is connected only here. Began in past, continued, and is expected to be in progress up to a point of time in future. So then the second example, I will have taught for 35 years by May 2022. It does not emphasize or imply continuous experience. So can you identify the difference between these two statements? If somebody says, I will have taught for 35 years by May 2022, I will have been teaching for 35 years by May 2022. What is the difference? Here, in the first example, it denotes for entire 35 years, this person was in the teaching field itself. Whereas here, it just says 35 years he has taught, but remaining other experiences he could have. It could be industrial experience or research experience. Okay. Then conditional sentences. So it refers to if clauses. If and but clause, you don't have it here. So that we will have it in a separate class. So I hope you understood the basic forms of tenses. Okay, present and past, and future being an extension of present, and its tense forms. Simple forms, continuous forms, then perfect forms, and perfect continuous forms. Simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous for all the three.